and bring up our next person who we'll be seeing next week in person at DataCon.
We will. It's a product I know nothing about. So our second presenter is Miles Walker, Channel Development Manager at Bullphish ID. Miles is dedicated to assisting MSPs in delivering profitable business continuity, developing the world's first automated phishing defense platform through Graphis AI. Collaborating with Kaseya's diverse business units, he leverages cutting-edge technology to streamline and automate tasks, providing businesses with centralized control and visibility over the remote and distributed environment from a single integrated IT management solution. Take it away, Miles.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Can you see my screen there?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Well, let's dive in. A product you know a lot about, Bullphish ID. If everyone could grab their phones and scan that QR code, a little bit about myself right there. Been with Kaseya since 2020. Big news. I'm here with all of you because this is how I want to spend my son's first birthday. He took 7 steps today, and being a walker, I'm glad that he has finally started walking. So that's a little bit about me. Big Office fan, of course. Got a lot to cover here with Bullphish ID, so let's dive right in. So before I dive into the product, I want to give you a little background on the world of cyber crimes, cybersecurity, what's going on, and pretty scary world we're in right now. With the increase since the start of COVID-19, reported cyber crimes up 600%. We've seen ransomware attacks up 93%. And of course, remote work is continuing to be a hot topic. 59% of MSPs said the number of ransomware attacks increased due to remote work. And this is here, and it's here to stay, whether you're going into the office every day or just 1, 2, or 3 days a week. So another scary fact, and feel free to take some screen grabs or some pictures of this because there's a lot of info here that hopefully you can take back to your teams or your MSP partners. 91% of cyber attacks start with a phishing email, and 80% of all ransomware attacks involve a phishing email. Pretty crazy. I know a lot of us already have anti-phishing solutions out there. I know I've talked a little bit about Graphis in the past, but we're here today to talk about Bullphish ID, which is security awareness training. So if there was a way to reduce your cyber risk by up to 70%, would you do it? I often ask this when I'm out on the road. I'm out doing events all over the US, Canada, and Australia. And I ask this question, and of course, everyone raises their hand. And then I find out that maybe only 30 or 40% of people are actually doing security awareness training. And I get a little bit scared. But that's where we come into play. So businesses can reduce their risk by up to 70% with employee security awareness training. If you can take back any stat from this presentation, this is the one that I want you to take back. Obviously, 1 year training will reduce the number of employees fooled by phishing by up to 90%, but we're never going to be able to stop phishing attacks by up to 100%. And I always bring this back to an analogy. Being a basketball guy, you will not be a better free throw shooter unless you shoot free throws. And that doesn't count Shaquille O'Neal, of course. You will not become stronger if you don't work out. And you will not improve your cyber hygiene unless you actually get to see what a phishing email looks like and interact with them and get your reps in, so to speak. So what we're doing here at Bullphish ID, employee security awareness training paired with phishing simulation. So a lot of people do employee security awareness training, but you have to do those phishing simulations that are relevant to the business that you work with. Anytime I can throw a little Dumb and Dumber or Dumb and Dumberer in, I will. So why Bullphish ID, you probably ask? Well, we have engaging training content. So we have over 90 easy to understand, short and visually engaging training videos. I know in the last talk, Chris mentioned a bunch of languages. Same with us. We have 8 languages and subtitles, of course. New courses are added regularly, and we have online quizzes after to test skills. Customizable training portal. That's something that's very unique to Bullphish. A lot of the security awareness training, you get the platform or the solution, and that's that. For us, it's fully customizable. You can create your own training content. That's big. So, for example, if you want to have new employees the first week doing security awareness training, we can build that platform with you. Mandatory safety training, trainings obtained from other sources. That's all possible with us and not always possible with other security awareness training platforms. Pre-made phishing simulation kits so you can get up and running within minutes. You could start this tomorrow. And one of the things that everyone says they love about Bullphish is the ability to customize those phishing kits to align with the needs of the threats of your business. So, if you just want to go after the C-suite or just want to target the C-suite, you can do that. If you just want HR or maybe it's accounting, we can do that as well. You can see what some of the examples there are on the right-hand side. And in the bottom left corner, we're super proud of our Cybersecurity Excellence Award. We're one of the most awarded companies in the channel this past year. But we're more than just anti-phishing training. So we're adding new content constantly, and we have stuff about compliance, security awareness. You can probably see nation state cybercrime, that's in there, COVID scams, ransomware, brand impersonation. If you can think it up, we probably do it, and we can actually make it relevant to the vertical you work with and to the businesses you work with. If we're looking at actual campaigns, you can see on the right-hand side, there's some examples from Microsoft, LinkedIn, some updated payroll. So we have our solution in place, makes it so visually hard to figure out if these are real or not. And we would rather you make a mistake with us than actually do it from an actual phishing email. One of the scariest parts of this presentation, 80% of ransomware victims are small business. That's pretty crazy. This is the first year that small and medium-sized businesses are being attacked more than large-scale enterprises. And this is probably the scariest quote or number of the entire presentation. 60% of small businesses go out of business within a year of a successful ransomware attack. So what we want to do, we want to make it so you're not going to be one of those 60%. When you look at the training portal and the employee experience, you can personalize it to each end user, and you can see, whether something's been completed, open or expired courses, and it's easy and it's very well maintained so that all of the different solutions you have, hopefully by us, all look and have a common feel. Easy campaign management and automate report delivery. That's something that has been asked for, so we can automate all the reports. We can schedule campaigns to be sent at random times to prevent employees from warning each other. And we can set those campaigns for weeks or months in advance. So like to set it and forget it. Reporting, obviously at the end of the day, you have to come back and show what we've done. And you can actually quickly jump in, automate that reporting and see, 64% of people, jumped in and actually saw the campaign, or 36% didn't actually look at it, or 36% or 30% clicked it. So we make it easy for you to go back to your team and talk. All right, I got less than a minute here. So we probably, hopefully all know this movie. If you're a big Office Space fan like myself, security awareness training is no longer optional. That is something that I always need to bring up. This is not your grandfather's security awareness training. Lastly, would love to connect with you. I post a lot of content on cyber attacks and cyber crimes going on in the industry. And I always love to say there's nothing more valuable when I see you at an event, see you at a conference. Hopefully I'll see some of you in Miami at DattoCon next week. But when you actually come up and tell me, Miles, one of your videos that I posted or reshared got me business. There's nothing more enjoyable for that. Pop over to the breakout room. Love to chat more about Bullphish. And thanks for having me, Matt, Kevin, and the whole team.
All right. Thanks, man.